Here we go, B. First of all, okay, no, wait. The round starts, right? The round starts. We're running through. La 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 la. First thing is, what are you thinking right now? We should have already discussed what we want to do. Or at least what we think the enemy's going to do and how to avoid it or how to counter that. Now, what's important to think is this an anti-eco is this an eco they're having? If they're having an eco, you might not want to just rush down up here. Because a lot of people like to throw nades down banana and down this way, so either way you're kind of caught in a bad spot. You're going to be caught by both sides. It's just avoid that, and you can just take second mid and put people up in apartments and watch apartments and do stuff like that. You can just hold and wait for them to come. If they don't come, then you can execute a new strategy. But stay spontaneous, don't stick to one thing. But okay, that's the first thing. If it's not an eco, okay, they might have weapons. You want to not run in front of your sniper so that your sniper has a clear shot, so he doesn't get confused, so he can react to the first thing he sees, even if it's a chicken, and saves the enemy's life. But try not to block your sniper when he's trying to get a nice line, because if his timing's off, he'll die. There's so many little things, but you need to think of these things as a team. You need to look at your team at the beginning. Okay, how much money do they have? What are they buying up? Who has what? Okay, he's sniping. He's going to go mid. Let's not block him. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that's the next thing. Now you're here. Now, often they tend to nade and it pops around here. Or here, or here. They try to pop it in between the pillars so it actually damages you. If you can place yourself between the grenade away, yeah, the pillar between you and the grenade, then you won't take damage. But it's kind of a risky thing to go straight out into banana. If you have a really good spawn, you have the possibility of running straight out to banana and trying to catch this guy, or trying to catch this guy, or fuck my life, trying to catch this guy. But you have to do this one fast, and I'm not very good at this one, so I don't do it too often. Okay, so avoiding grenades. Here's another thing. So they smoke up this area, right? They often smoke up this area. Fuck my life. Okay. Let's go back to where we were. So, they smoke up this area, right? Because they hear some steps or shit like that. Well, you can do that on purpose. You can make some steps here, let them throw their smoke. That's called nade baiting. You know, making them throw their nades. You can do this early in the round so that they waste their stuff if you notice that they're on site or whatever. But what you should be careful about is as soon as that smoke pops, there's a 50% chance, and I'm making that number up again, that there's a guy right here just gonna go bam, 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 bam with his M4 right through the smoke, and he's gonna go bam, bam, bam. He's gonna go bam, bam, bam through the smoke, and he's gonna go bam, bam, bam. That's what I do. A lot of people do this. You just spam that smoke, and there's probably gonna be nades flying in. So when you hear a smoke popping, you might not want to go, hey, what's up going on? What's going over here? I can come here because there's a smoke. It's a wall that's defending me forever. You can, of course, be aggressive yourself and do the same thing once it pops. Shoot right here, you have a high chance of hitting someone. Or right here. But you need to know these spots by heart. So, you know, I see way too many people. The smoke pops and they're shift walking right here. Just the nades pop about right there. They pop right here and or here, you know, they just pop in this area. You don't want to stand there. Sandbags, people need to learn their sandbag nades. And I can't do it that well, but that probably didn't damage him at all, you see? So I need to learn my nades as well. But those are, that's training. That's the training part. So, now we've avoided the nades, we've baited the nades by making noise, they've used their 2 smokes. We've also done the same thing on A. Most of the nades on the enemy team are wasted. We've traded off 1 player, so we're 4-4, whatever. We're here sneaking now, and we throw our smokes. We got one here, we got one there. Whatever. We have a Molotov in this corner. But the worst thing to do is to, right after this smoke pops, run up the steps and run this direction. Even if you look in the corner, this is the worst spot. You do not want to be here. Because if you're standing here, if there's a guy in this corner, and there's a guy in this corner, you're fucked. Even if you might get this one, okay, that's good. You'll still die from this. If you don't get this guy, your teammate here can't cover you because he's going to have to shoot through you. I've had to shoot through a lot of teammates. Now, first thing you do is you maybe flash or whatever, or you pre-fire the corners yourself, or you even sneak through the smoke if you know that there's no CT there because you got a quick take or something. And you can sneak up here and wait, whatever. But you want to wait. In general, you want to wait. You just want to let them spam that smoke, just like in Banana. They'll spam the fucking smoke. They'll spam it down the line into pool, and they'll spam it down this line, and they'll spam it up the stairs. You don't want to walk up these stairs. You want to wait a little bit, wait till the fire goes down, throw the bomb over to someone who made it on site already or whatever. But you want to kind of get over here and get a take on site. You want people over here looking at site. You want to look at site here, and you have this smoked off. And you just take it slow, bit by bit. You nade, whatever. You fail your nade like me. I still have to train those. But yeah. Thanks, Phil. So yeah, that's just one basic thing. I have to make like maps with site taking routes. Yeah. There's a lot of these things, positioning, but these routes are really important. Like this smoke thing, I just see too many people, smoking this up, and right after the smoke pops, yeah, and bam, 3 guys die through the smoke. And there's nowadays, because of people like JW and such, there's people sneaking through the smokes, and they're gonna take a peek. So what the people in the back have to do is, of course, you might want to have someone in the back, depending on the situation, checking Banana, and you want to have someone checking the smoke. As soon as he sees steps, he kills them down, and your mates can just run around and trust your teammate. These are things that need to be done. You need to see where you are on the map. Am I behind my teammates? Am I in front of my teammates? Am I the man in the, what should I have to do in this situation? A lot of people like to lurk. Lurking is nice, but if done too much, risky business. And sometimes the reason to lose rounds. Sometimes that man that's lacking. What else? Yeah, but I really think that's a really important lesson. Don't walk up this way. Everyone loves to stand here. Everyone knows this. Everyone loves himself. Standing here and firing at people that pop up, that are right here in this range. And then, so what you want to do is have some people spread out, depending on the situation. If there's a guy here, you have to sometimes having a person right here is the right spot, while some other guys go over here, you know, or come here to check those spots slowly. Because here you see, like, if you're here, you'll see like just his leg or something, and you'll be able to like span his head. Um, and often that advantage is ruined by someone running in and dying. Um, Thanks, man. I think a lot of what I do, what kind of mistakes I do, and what my teammates make. Um, Sometimes I spend too much time thinking about those things. Makes my performance go down. Um, yeah, and then there's like things like typical corners. People have to rethink how they play when they're clutching, you know, or when they have the bomb plant. Too much peeking. People are just not disciplined enough about the peeking. Even if you're on fire, man, hold that back and throw a flaming firebomb at their face once they're real close. Make them hesitate. Make them sweat. And when they're halfway there and don't know where you'll pop out, bam, right in the face. When they're hesitating, their movement is bad. They're easier to hit. And you just need to be confident to not miss and panic because you're surprised that they're not looking at you. Um, don't expect your opponent to be overly powerful. Don't hold angles when you're holding this T, when you're holding the sight. Like, if you're holding this angle, man, and there's a CT that's on fire, he's gonna come up here. He's just gonna pre-shot, you're dead, you're dead. You know, peeker's advantage. They're just gonna fuck you up. You want to hold weird angles. You want to hold this angle. They usually don't expect this one, but that, you know, if you do it a lot, they might expect it. So you want to switch it up, but you want to start out with unusual stuff, and then you can go back to the normal stuff because they're uneasy and don't know what you might do. Yeah, of course, mollies and stuff like that are great, but first, for real, molly and smoke strat, you need a full team. I'm trying to make teamwork in a general sense, so that, like, basic teamwork rules for if you're not necessarily with the people you know best, or um, you can use this in any situation. You have to see what your teammates are doing. You have to know what kind of players they are. Are they aggressive? Are they defensive? If you're holding B, is your teammate a guy that just rushes out and dies half the time? Half the time he gets his kills, half the time he doesn't? If so, then you might want to support him with good flashes. It might change a 50-50 situation to a 25-75 situation by helping him out. You can smoke to help him out, push. You can nade behind, because opponents will be fighting him if he's shooting. You can crossfire with him to support him, to make him stronger. If he's a crazy guy like that and he's not going to listen to reason or whatever, and it's that style, then you might as well adapt instead of letting him die sitting somewhere hidden on site, jittering and like, oh god, I got a shitty teammate, I'm gonna die, fuck my life, they're all coming, fuck, they got him now, they know I'm alone, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. No, that's not the right way. So, you gotta see what kind of teammates do I have, how can I best fit with this teammate, how can we best play together and coordinate.
Hey man.
Hey man.
I didn't want to interrupt your...
No problem. I'm still going to continue in a second. It's not over. I still need to finish this Inferno run here, because I almost got into the whole full detail of it. What was I going to say? No, there's a lot of things to know about this team play thing. If your teammate's defensive and you're an aggressive player, but he just can't seem to notice that he needs to support you, you can try and communicate this to him in a nice way. If you talk to him like he's a retard, he's definitely not going to do what you say. No one likes being treated like a retard. And it's the enemy you want to treat like a retard, not necessarily in words, but by shooting them in the face. You know, you just gotta kind of adapt to the situation. You gotta know where your teammates are standing and how many teammates are alive. I sometimes have trouble with that too. You know, I'm not perfect with all these things I'm talking about. I'm still working on it myself. But in general, you gotta stay calm, relaxed, and focused. And even if it's really bad, say stuff that you don't believe, like, "Hey guys, we can do this." And it often works. People just need confidence boosts. They seriously lack in confidence because school breaks our confidence, because work breaks our confidence, society makes us look like shit by, showing us perfect human beings in movies and on TV and blah 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 who can do amazing fucking shit. And people break your confidence, making you think you're just a normal human, you cannot do this. And it's such a load of crap. So many examples of normal human beings doing amazing shit because they're focused and want to do it. There's people 90 years old doing amazing concerts, still smoking their cigars, still fit as weasels, because they love life. Just gotta... A-site, let's go A-site. Okay, holding A-site with CT, is this the problem? A-site take, okay. So... the good thing about A-site take is if you can pre-fire, you'll get a lot of kills. You gotta, know the spots. It's really about knowing the spots. There's always a guy here or at pillar. Pillar is dangerous. You might want to learn some nade from stairs to get into pillar. It's not a good one, but you know what I mean. There you go. You gotta try things out. Smokes. There's smokes that smoke up further in, so that you can take out players that are hidden here, so that they can't sneak through as much. A smoke that's over here. You're gonna have to learn those, so that people can come out. There's smokes for arch, smokes for library. You got to decide on how you take it. I don't like short that much, to be honest. Short is a really nasty spot. I mean, if good players will fuck you if you come short. They'll fuck you. I mean, a good player is gonna fuck people up when he's in pit. He'll be able to peek there. He can peek here really well now. He can even peek on boiler. He can never mind. And there's more and more people playing on site because it's a really sneaky location. So I'm not too fan of taking short. Even if you smoke up car, even if you smoke up thing, you still have a sneaky motherfucker on site who can really do some serious damage. I really like long. Long is a wonderful place. It's just nice straight lines like old time CS. Just tack, right there. Nothing to lose. Smoke that up. One guy in boiler waits for someone to sneak out of smoke. The rest of the team moves up here. Try again when a smoke pops. Don't instantly rush out like motherfuckers. You can make steps to bait people shooting through the smoke. That's an idea, But way too many people run out once it's smoked. They run up mid. Yeah, we're gonna go, and then bam, 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 everyone dies. So that's just not the way to go. You want to wait or flash or push through the smoke to surprise as a team. Um, pushing through the smoke to get the kill, and then pushing back through and going long or whatever, depending on the situation again. But you smoke up short, whatever. You hold in boiler to see if anyone's gonna backstab you. And here in long, all you gotta do is pre-fire here, pre-fire here, like bam, right in the head, he's dead. And he'll be like, "What the fuck? You knew I was here? Wall hacks! How did you know I was in this corner? Oh my god, who would ever hide in this corner? It's such a sneaky spot." I don't know. Whoever doesn't peek that corner when checking this long, I don't know what you're doing, man. But like 70% of the time, there's a guy here, right there. So you can just smoke up arches, smoke up library, if you wish, and snipe down. If you guys have a sniper, or you want to snipe down people, you flash a couple times, you come out with 4 people, and while the guy's boiler who killed a guy trying to push through smoke to backstab us rotates to hold arches, kind of thing. If he dies, someone takes his position and is the person who waits for the backstabbers, for the lurkers. Anti-lurk strategy. Here, well, you can snipe them down. I really like to hold CT, because as soon as you've pushed mid, there's always people here. So learn some flashes to flash out arches, so you can take out these guys who have rotated or are rotating. Fucking 90% chance that there's a guy right here or right here, and there probably might be one that peeks over here or who swoops over to that corner and then peeks again. And pre-fire a little bit, be aggressive. You got the control, you got the smokes, you've got a guy that's holding lurkers back, so you don't need to worry about your back. You can always smoke up this side, and just hold. Inferno is a map where you have to fake a lot. This is all nice and well what I just said, but it's not that easy to take A. It's not. If the CTs are coordinated, it's really hard actually, because they have so many possibilities. It's a really badass funnel here. If they're playing on top, you're gonna have a lot of trouble coming through. So you're gonna have to be ballsy. In general, when you're T, you have to be really ballsy. And you have to be ballsy as a team. You have to push through together. If you see your mate doing crazy shit, you gotta try and at least get the refrag, or get, help him out, whatever. Try and save him so he stays alive. Faking is really important. So you want to bait, as I said at the beginning. You want to bait out smokes and banana and an A at the beginning. They're going to be smoking if they're normal players. If they don't, of course, you need to adapt your strategy. But generally, they'll be smoking. And so you just want to bait out as much nades as possible without taking any damage, without getting killed. Expect the nades when the smokes pop. Expect the shots through smokes down the normal, typical lines. Don't hold typical lines through smokes. You'll want to stand here. There's a smoke here. Don't stand here shooting the line. Stand here shooting the line. And move, because the tracers tell them where you are, and a good player can tell where you are if you just sit there shooting from one spot. He'll shoot you right in the head through that smoke. Smoke knowledge is a big thing. So once you've baited out the smokes and nades, you want to somehow fake. You want to fake B with smokes. You throw Molotov over. You send one guy in. He's gonna sacrifice himself. Maybe he can survive by getting a kill and running away or something. But during that time, you guys are sneaking up mid after you've run up halfway and started sneaking kind of thing. And then you'll run up this way once you're through the death zone, which is, this thing is the death zone. Here is everywhere death. Death, 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 death. You want to get out of there. This is death too, unless you've done a successful fake, and then you can even plant without worrying about it. If you've done this already successfully, then you might want to change up your faking tactics and fake B, wait a while, send one up mid who does the same thing we just did, but you guys sneak here, wait, maybe someone will rotate. If you kill him, go directly on site if you heard that the others rotated. If not, if you think the others are still on site and he just rotated too quickly, kill him and go to A. You gotta adapt. Inferno is really about spontaneous back and forth, pushing a little bit, seeing if you can get through. That's the way I would take Inferno. That's my take on this map. Just make their heads dizzy. The Get Right, if Get Right played against me, I saw his video where he explains, how he supports B and he supports thing, and he'd just be That's what I would want to do with him, so that he would just stick in middle and not know where to go. You really want to fake a lot on this map. Another mistake people make is not enough people hold this spot, checking if someone is pushing. If you're like concentrated on mid and B, you gotta make sure, or checking if the CT pushes here. During the faking and the whole rotating, there's a lot of danger as well, because sometimes CTs over-rotate or push because they think you're going B. So you have to, always got to be aware. You always have to have someone behind you. There's a lot of pushing going on B, so you want at least 2 people watching your backs if you're pushing banana or if you're faking banana and then doing another strategy. And as soon as you pop out mid, there might be a guy here, there might be a guy at sofa who's already sneaked up and hidden in the corner here. There might already be people short. There might already be someone ramp if you didn't have that spot covered. So you have to, in the rotation, be careful about this and take it as an advantage, because they might be running with their knives out. Same thing when you faked here A and blah 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 and you're running back. They might already be right here. People are often surprised by them just being there so fast. But it's not so fast. It's like you run up here and now they hear you, and they saw you already, and so they've already communicated. And people on B, in pistol round for example, they're like, okay, fuck it, we're just gonna run down here. They're running down here, and it's pretty much the same distance. If you're shooting there for a little bit and doing stuff, they'll be right in your backs. So either you rotate back, kill them, go B, or fake B and then come back here again, or you gotta push through. If you stay in here, you're gonna die, because they're gonna be coming from here. They're gonna be pushing house, coming from behind. They'll be at pillar. They'll be here in that corner and in that corner. Before you know it, if you stay here too long, this square is the death zone, the big ass death zone. Get out of this fucking death zone as fast as possible. Once you get in here, you want to go. You want to go. This is heated adrenaline rush Inferno stuff. And then you want to go with the flow. You want to see where's the opening, where's the guy I can kill that's rotating. That's the kind of thing I do on this map. Other people take it much slower. You can go SWAT team on this map. Tag teams are really good ways of taking sites. 2-man, 3-man tag teams, where one holds the line, the other goes up to the crosshair and is holding the line, and then the other one follows along. So one holds here, the other goes up this side and checks here if there's something, maybe fake peaks to make the enemy here shoot if there's one, or to make this enemy shoot. And the other guy's here, covering him, making sure he doesn't get fucked up. And then a third guy can flash bedroom. I hope I failed it. Whatever. And then they can rush in, or, whatever. Try and locate the enemy slowly but surely. Check every corner together, one after the other. There's a lot of that going on in the apartments. But the same thing with mid. If you see your teammate trying to peek long, or if you're peeking long, don't peek long and then peek short and then peek long and then peek short. Just peek long and tell someone to fucking peek short. Or in general, your teammate should see you peeking long and should automatically think, "Oh, mi amigo el pico longo, mi pico shorto to cover mi amigo longo," because Bekun the CT is sitting here and he's just always sneaking a peek to see if he sees the tip of a weapon looking out of some enemy. And then, the guy here peeking short, I'll see him. I'll see his weapon peeking out and I'll be like, bam, 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 you're done. But if he has a friend here, then I will be like, oh no, I'm done. Oh, fuck my life. You gotta cover each other. Gotta be brothers. Gotta die for each other, boys. That's this game. Yeah, Inferno's tough. It's not my favorite map when it comes to taking, because it requires a lot of team play and coordination. Probably why it's the favorite map for teams. It's probably fun when it's coordinated. And so when you're with random teams, it's quite difficult to get coordination going. I hope that helped. I'm going to take a break of the explaining and maybe do a match or something. I don't know. What's the plan?
What do people want to see you?
What do people want to see me play? I think CS. I didn't think that my explanation would attract the attention.
Of course people are interested in tactics. What are you saying?